Hi, this is Burns Hargis for another edition of Inside OSU, and today I'm standing inside the courtyard of the Village. This is Village D to be specific. Did you know that our residential life here on campus at Oklahoma State is 100 years old this year? In 1910, it started with just tube halls. Come with me and we're going to learn a lot more about the history of the residential life and all the exciting things that are happening here. Well, I've been looking all over the residential life village here to find Matt Brown, who's the director of residential life, and guess where I found him? Right here. Look at that. Is this what you do for a living?
Only on Thursdays.
All day. Matt Brown, this is great. It's a putting clock right here in the middle of the courtyard.
Absolutely. Well, the residence halls have changed a lot since we opened our first two residence halls in 1910.
Boy, have they ever. It's a lot different. Of course, I wasn't here in 1910, but I'm telling you, this is a lot different than what I remember.
Absolutely.
Well, give us a little history of the residential life here on OSU's campus.
Well, OSU got its start in 1910. We opened up two residence halls, a boys' dormitory, which later became Crutchfield Hall, and the women's building, which was later named Gardner Hall. And actually, a lot of folks don't know that today the Bartlett Center is the original women's building. It's our first residence hall that opened in 1910. That's right.
What about the men's?
The men's was near the
It
architecture building. It didn't make it. It did not. It was near the architecture building in the football stadium.
That happens a lot with residences for men.
That's right, and it's long gone.
Well, we're here at the 100-year Centennial. What are our plans for the Centennial?
Well, this fall, 2 hours before kickoff on the Bennett Lawn, which is right off the Hall of Fame, we're going to have an event for any alumni, really any students who want to come by. We'll have some giveaways and some memorabilia out there and some free food and music. And
when's that again?
That'll be 2 hours before kickoff, homecoming. That's the Nebraska game. So make sure you come see us on the lawn.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I know that the residence halls are organized very differently from days of old.
Absolutely. If you look back through our history, in 1910 we started off with two residence halls. We went through some building phases in the 40s where you saw Cordell, Willard, Murray. Those buildings were constructed. And then we had the period of the high rise in the 60s when Kerr Drummond and Wilhelm came along. Today we've got almost 6,000 students living on campus in some of the most modern facilities in the country.
And we really have replicated a lot of the, just the connectivity between various segments of our students, right?
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that we've really tried to focus on is living learning communities. We've got more than 20 communities where students can get plugged in to a community where other students have a similar academic focus.
And I understand that they really do, the retention rate is much better and the graduation rate is much better.
The data that we have and what you see nationally is that students who live on campus do better academically than students who commute.
In terms of cost, what's the relative cost? You know, that's one of the things everybody has to analyze. Can I live more cheaply off campus?
Well, you know, one of the things that we offer is in our traditional halls, we've got some of the lowest cost housing available, not only in the Big 12, but here in town.
And how about the food plans?
Well, freshmen have to buy a meal plan. We want them to make sure that they get fed, but we've got a lot of dining options across campus.
Well, listen, I want to go meet an RA, a residential life assistant. Well, obviously we're off the putting clock now, and we are inside the village. Matt, tell us where we are and with whom we are.
Well, we're in the Village Kasner, which stands for the College of Agricultural Science and Natural Resources.
Yeah.
And we're here with Becky, one of our resident assistants.
Becky McMillan, right?
Yes,
Hi,
sir.
Becky.
Hi.
You are an RA here, and where are you from?
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I am a senior accounting major.
Well, tell us about how did you get this job?
I went through an application process, and while I was here at OSU, I was trying to kind of find my niche and figure out where I would fit in, and stepped up into a leadership position as a resident advisor. Enjoyed it a lot.
What are the main duties of an RA?
Officially, I uphold the residential life policies, and a big part of my job is creating community here. And I do that through getting to know the residents.
Do you find that it's really important for the students to get connected with the university as well as each other?
Absolutely, and getting connected with each other is one thing that really helps them to get connected with the university, because if they feel like they're at home here, they're more dedicated to the university, they're more likely to want to succeed.
What do you get as an RA? Do you get a room free, or what's the?
We get a room and board package.
So that's it?
Yes.
Nothing else? No perks? You get
Well-
to putt or anything?
Everybody gets to putt I guess if you bring your own putter.
It's great. Yeah, you got to bring your
Yeah,
own
yeah.
putter.
Not included.
I understand that. How many RAs are there? Do you know?
In this building, there are 4. Generally across campus, I want to say about 130.
Have you learned much? Would you recommend others do this?
Oh my gosh, I have learned so much.
Does it take a lot of time?
Yes, it is a lot of time. It's a huge time commitment, but the rewards are worth it.
Well, great, great. Well, we're going to have a look inside one of the rooms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Are you going to cook us breakfast here first?
I'll get started on that.
Okay, good. Very nice to
It
see
was
you,
nice
Becky.
to
Thank
meet
you
you.
very much.
Thank you very much.
So we're in the hall here in the village, right? Of course.
Right.
And these are the rooms up in it. Well, look, Paul Cunningham. Paul Cunningham. You can tell I was in military intelligence. I'm really good at finding these things. Can I just knock on the door and
knock.
go
We'll see
in?
if he's
Yeah,
there.
okay. All right, great. Hello.
Hello,
Hi, Burns Hargis.
Paul Cunningham.
Hey, Paul.
Nice to meet you.
This is your room?
Yes, sir.
You mind if we come in?
Sure, come on in.
Kind of show us around?
Yeah, come on.
All right, great.
We have
Listen.
2 rooms. We share a bathroom right here.
You got your bathroom right there,
Yeah,
and
right
so
behind
there's,
this
there's
door.
2 different living areas right here,
I'll
huh?
have a bed, vanity, desk.
It's just kind of a mirror of this one, I
Exactly.
suppose.
Yep, just opposite.
Well, you mind if we have a look?
Sure.
Boy, your mother would really be proud of you.
Oh yeah, try to keep it clean.
Very clean. That's great. Bed's all made, and
Oh yeah.
desk here, chest of drawers, microwave. You got a view.
Of the Colvin. Yep.
You got a view of the
Right out the
okay,
window.
and you just walk right out the Colvin. That's great.
Exactly.
Well, where are you from, Paul?
I'm from Lawton.
And your major?
Animal science.
I see. Well, looks to me like you've kind of got everything you need here.
Right.
You got a little refrigerator there
That's
and
a
all
perfect
that.
setup.
What's it like living in the village?
I like it because the rooms aren't humongous. We have a bathroom. We have everything that we need. But I think it kind of encourages people to get out of their rooms and get into the lounge and get to know people.
Is there a convenience factor to living here compared to
Absolutely.
living off campus?
I definitely think that being on campus, you get more involved. You know what's going on. You have places like the Colvin right across the street, you know, within walking distance. You have Kurt Drummond dining and all that sort of thing.
Are you going to stay, or
I
what
probably
are you gonna do
will.
next year?
I applied to be an academic mentor in this learning community, so I might be here next year.
Well, great, Paul. This really is very impressive, and
Thank you.
I congratulate you for your choice and your decision here.
All right.
Hope you get the job. Do you get paid for that job, academic mentor?
No, it's just a volunteer.
I see. Well, maybe you'll be an RA someday.
Hopefully, yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, that's great. Well, super.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for letting us in. Well, great. Well, Matt, this has been very interesting.
Thanks for coming today. We really
You
appreciate
too,
it.
Becky. That's
Thank you,
great. We can tell that residential life is being well run
Thank
and
you.
well operated and well mentored and well RA'd, and it's just a really delightful environment here.
Great.
So congratulations.
Thank you. If I could highlight one last thing
bet.
that we're going to do to celebrate our centennial, we started a new endowed scholarship fund called the Centennial Scholarship Program.
Oh, really?
And our goal is to raise enough money to support 100 housing scholarships for students. You know, one of the things that OSU doesn't have right now is housing scholarships for incoming freshmen. We've got a number of scholarships for returning students that reward them for their academic merit and reward them for leadership experiences in the halls. But we really don't have any scholarships for incoming freshmen. So to compete for the best and brightest in Oklahoma and outside the state, we really need these scholarships to try to help students because the cost of living is half their cost of attendance.
You'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's another edition of Inside OSU from the village here in residential life. We really appreciate the tour, and we'll see you next time.